Right, so one person in. Don't know who it is, but because of how pissed off I am, I wanted to start this as early as possible. I mean, if someone is wanting to ask what my situation is, then they fucking well can. It's not gonna be a whole life story or anything, just me being pissed off with my situation, of everything behind the scenes. Some of it was funny, ridiculous, some of it was fixed, other stuff was my own stupidity. But where we last went off, Tuesday night, I had 2 Pokemon left to grind up to level 40. And hadn't decided what level to keep all of the Pokemon at. Just that we're gonna need Dogberry and Palindrome up to level 40 as a minimum, and then check to see if they learn any other moves. Because if they do, between 40 and 50, then I'll grind them up to that. Because I know Palindrome learns Psybeam soon, which is the best psychic move it can learn leveling up. Because it doesn't get psychic through leveling up for some reason. And yes, I am absolutely checking that. Oh, wait. No, I didn't want to move that. How to set this up is quite difficult because it has the aspect ratio that PowerPoint has, you know, where if you drag one thing, then it drags everything else. And I don't know how to, you know, fix it. Because I'm seeing the differences between what I can see on my left monitor and what can be seen on Streamlabs OBS. And they do look extremely similar. Because for some reason I can't just have them perfectly line up. It's nearly impossible for it to do that. And I don't know if I have to do it more behind the scenes of trying to get it so that it lines up so that it doesn't exactly how I'm seeing it right now. Because it does piss me off that a lot of things are going wrong. Some of it isn't even my fault, some of it is. Can't exactly say it's 50-50. Just that I don't want it to happen, and yet it happens Anyways. Yes, Toad the Ferret is staying at level 16. Not planning on using it, but still having it in because Toad the Ferret's done enough for me, for the team, to be considered honorary member and should get a medal. Well, I don't know if medals existed in this game. And yes, we're already back to the stuttering I can't fix. I also don't know if it's slightly too loud, because it seems like it is, even though I never mess with the audio at all. Unless it's only on my end, where it's quite loud. Oh. This is what the first part of the stream's gonna be. Grinding. I know you know I wanted something more fulfilling, but do you really want me to take on the Elite Four with 2/5 of my team under-leveled? This isn't like a challenge Nuzlocke where you can't do any form of grinding at all. No, it's normal type only run in Crystal. I mean, everything's fair game, but I can only use normal types. Apart from that one point in the game where I had to use Gyarados to get to somewhere. That's only because HM mules can be any type. Otherwise, I'd be screwed. Because if you're going to say, oh, can you do it with only normal times, that with also including HMs into the mix, then no normal type can learn Whirlpool. I think Waterfall's possible, I don't know, but pretty much you can get 8 badges. But you wouldn't be able to get through Tojo Falls because you need Waterfall. I know you wouldn't even get 8, you'd get 7 because yes, you'd be able to beat Claire, but you still wouldn't get the gym badge. Not like it's the absolutely worst situation, because fire types have even worse, because yes, if we're going by Gen 2 standards, they may not be able to get Fly, but they can learn Cut Strength and Rock Smash, just none of the water moves. Meaning they wouldn't be able to get the 5th. They'd be stuck at 4. Probably because the fire and water type didn't exist for so long, and by the time we did get it, it was on a fucking mythical, and no one gives a shit about. I mean, I don't, because of its ugly beard and it's a cool type combination that is on one Pokemon that most people don't fucking have. Why is it so difficult to get more good type combinations that aren't just on like one exclusive Pokemon? Or it's just a mythical. I know those two sounded similar, but what I meant was like a cool type combination attached to a form of a Pokemon that's not always easily accessible or mythical. Mainly because somehow within the 8 generations we don't have one of every single type combo. And what do we need to have all the fucking time? Normal and flying. There's always a minimum of 1 in every single generation. What else? Well, I guess you could say pure fire types that evolve once and that's it. I'm not joking. They either evolve once or don't evolve at all. Why? And how can we get a water and grass type in Gen 3, take another 3 generations to get fire and water, but stuck on a mythical, and then we've had nothing relating to grass and fire at all? Because you can't just have it so that it's... Well, I think it's psychic, flying and water that are the only 3 types to have been paired up with every single other type. But I mean, water was going to, with how many they put in for each generation. Yes, there's quite a few just pure water types, but we still got the few. More fine, water and ice, water and poison. Oh, that's just in the first one. Flying, no, that would, because... Well, yeah, it gets paired up with normal pretty much every single time. Then there was also paired with the first... Well, dragon for the first 2 legendary. That was flying, electric and fire. And then Gen 2 got grass. I also got rock Gen 1, so... Yeah, if you were to do not like flying type for Gen 1, then off the start you're screwed because you essentially just have normal flying types. And that's it. Like, by the time you get to the mid game, / you're able to access Old Amber, then at least you have rock. Then it's something. Even if you're still neutral against fighting. And if you want to use legendaries, you have 3 great ones right there. Well, yeah. Power Plant, Sea Foam, and Victory Road. Okay, so not maybe all. Like, you can still get the 2 of them easy enough, just not the last one. And this could easily be accompanied by background music. But I've already attempted to do that before, and this seems to have a weird audio glitch where if you make it mute and it doesn't turn off, then when you reapply the music is really quiet. I couldn't tell you why. Trying to do all of this as a one-man operation feels absolutely awful because of how much you're having to balance. You haven't exactly quite anyone helping you, of course, to get fucking poisoned. So it's just going to be your stupid mistakes, your incompetence. Well, then again, it would have to be me when I don't have the funds to pay anyone. I know it's been 17 minutes, but it can feel like a lot longer. If you know grinding in either Pokemon or just any game that features forms of grinding. Like either grinding for what I'm doing, levels, grinding for an item, grinding for a currency. Unless you find some form of a fast method, then it takes a while, but you know, if every single fucker on YouTube posts something relating to, oh, this quick method is really good, and it genuinely might be. Except it's not good credit for the YouTuber that posted it, because all it does is mean that within a week, like if it's a really popular game, like any popular game, I don't have to list any, but if it's that popular, gets put onto YouTube, and if it gets a lot of views, then you know, within a week that's gone. The patch, it's been patched, gone. Mainly because the companies want people to actually grind the game properly, and not just circumvent 90% of it due to this one method that it's like a glitch upon glitches. I won't say it always gets patched out, but it seems like it's very common for someone to post something relating to way to circumvent most of the game, and then it gets patched. Well, at least in most cases it does. So other times it seems like companies either just allow you to do it because if it's a minor one and it doesn't overall affect the game and you still have to grind out somewhat, then fine, or they don't give a shit. EA clearly doesn't give a shit, because you can still circumvent the FUD draft with 4G somehow. I don't know if it has been patched out, because I don't care. I just care about the part of it being in FIFA for quite a few games. Yet Rage at level 38, don't you think that's a bit useless, considering Total can get it, like, level 7. But yeah, with the that is a no-loss glitch with the foot draft. How do people find it out? And people still do it. I'm guessing some of the videos would just be like, clearly EA don't give any form of a shit. Well, I mean, they're still in the position of being fined for lots of money, but with how much they make every single year of just Ultimate Team, it's like fuck all. Well, like part of this sketch is like to do with that McDonald's one from McDonald's lawsuit years ago. Well, I don't know if it was a judge, but someone part of the court was just saying, let's find them 2 days worth of coffee sales. That's $2.7 million. Yes, for a small company, if they were fined $2.7 million, they'd do enough shut down. But something like a franchise equaling McDonald's, $2.7 million is pocket change to them. That is a slight problem with billion-dollar companies that are also franchises. They don't get fined enough for even when the crime they commit is horrendous. Like, it could absolutely just be, what is it, a Subway thing? One of the cases, but just be absolutely awful. Let's just say, for some example, that one of the owners of, well, McDonald's, being part of the franchise, secretly holds a sex ring in their McDonald's basement. Just a sex call. And yet somehow they'd hardly get fined fucking anything to them. Because if it was a small company or a person, or actually those are the co-line, but if it's a singular person or a small company that has like either one shop or just a few, they'd be done for. I mean, some of it could be said that I'm not trying to blame entirely capitalism, just that parts of the legal system are not perfect. Either they find the wrong person, don't find enough, or get bribed, because money can play a huge factor. At least to my knowledge it can, if you're able to bribe the judge, the one that's supposed to be fair and equal. Like, if it's absolutely corrupt, which some judges might be, can't say all of them are, because justice just gets served just because of large companies having lawyers of the wazoo in preparation for something that they justifiably should be fined for, but with how many that they have, it's just bombardment, so the lawyer has to cave in. I'm also now thinking of when Man City was going to be unable to participate in, what is it? I think it was Man City unable, but because of financial fair play, that they were going to be unable to participate in Champions League for 2 seasons. I think this was this just, it might have been just before or around the same time, might have been just before, that Chelsea ran into some major troubles and couldn't access the transfer window, but somehow did well even despite that. But Man City, like, I know there's a clip somewhere of just having a wall of just lawyers, because they have that much money, they have that much. God, at times that is just funny. It's just like, company gets sued, like, yeah, let's just bring in 20 plus lawyers to try and protect us. I think it kind of worked. I think Man City still got some form of penalty for it. I don't know, because I'm not one to always follow the football. The most I do is occasionally see how the Premier League's doing, occasionally other leagues, and watch Football This Week from Niran, even though I haven't watched his most recent ones. I have not had the energy for them. I know I get notifications for them, and usually they are a lot of fun. I have not had much of the energy to actually watch them. But what I can do, because this is going to be a fucking while, okay, clearly I didn't acknowledge that Dog Fairy go up to level 40. Bear with, it's a one person. The last one I actually watched of FTW was a month ago. Meaning I have missed 3. Okay, so there's not much as I thought because it's a weekly show. Still a lot, because they're now 20 minutes around there when they used to be about, well, 10 plus, but not exceeding 15. Because I definitely did watch it from the start, and that's the only thing FNG does now, because he did expect it to do well, but it literally became the thing it became the thing he's now most known for. Of it just being somehow that good and it's on one man. chatting shit about football. And we just cover a lot of topics. Mainly, Sunday League's often the best bit, and then you have shithousery. I know he mostly discusses Premier League, but considering which team he supports, it's understandable. Still discusses the others. And then the Romanian League, because of course. Trying to think what else. I know, like around this time, you know, that the transfer window gag. It's just so weird at times he has FIFA in the background, and well, for when he's not using images, because then if he used actual football, then he'd be sued. Does it sound like rambling? Yes. Because it's grinding. You think of something to talk about whilst grinding. That isn't something that I'll wait for someone else to ask me about. Because if Mr. Donsky is wanting to appear, or even anyone else, great. But for right now, I can just blabber about a lot of shit. I just can't think of any right now. That is, I can't. It's somewhat being treated like it's as if it's an actual video. Because of how much I'm talking, but I need to talk about something, even though I'm just talking about not talking about anything during the first half a fucking hour. Because I can't really say much for the new Sooner games coming out, apart from they better be good. Well, it very much just seems like if stability improvements are made for Legends Arceus, then should be good. Like if we're going past the part of a Pokemon moving at 10 frames a second, then we're fine. But it's more like being in Diamond Shining Power, how I know that they've improved graphics, but I'm not wanting to be amongst the people hating HGB when it gets pointed out, oh, everything's chibi, including now. But I hate the point of the 3D chibi and it looking very plasticky. Sort of reminded me of like high quality Play-Doh. I don't know, that's not plasticky at all, that's just coloured dough. But it does look like it did look like it was high quality Play-Doh with plastic. Or just encased in plastic once a general shape was formed. Like, in my opinion, it did not look good. Oh hey, Viper! Totally haven't been talking to you this morning about my struggles. Honestly, I was not expecting you to join the stream at all. Well, what the hell do you mean by Crystal Gameplays? Oh wait, unless you mean for me to put where the stream is. Yes, okay, I know. But I'm doing what a lot of other streamers end up doing when they do Pokemon. They put it in the Sword and Shield regardless. I know, they play the older ones, but still they still title it correctly, but they still locate it in Sword and Shield because that's the most recent game. I don't know how many of them do it, but it seems like all the ones I know about just put in Sword and Shield. Although I do think initially that I put my Emerald one in Pokemon Emerald. Now I just put in Sword and Shield. Arguably, yeah, putting the old ones and newer ones. I mean, yes, it's fine for them to still have it, but I guess some of the streamers see it more on the side of more people are likely to click on the new one than the older ones from, you know, early to late 2000s. I guess it's just a Twitch thing, because I wouldn't think of the same for YouTube. That is unless YouTube fucks up and puts the wrong game in. Because they like to do that a lot. And I don't know if that can actually be fixed. All I'm hoping for is no errors. I know there's going to be some with this game where it wants a jutter for reasons. Yeah. I still have a video processing right now. Yeah. I don't know if it's actually done, it's just I had to post something because I was trying to get stuff done. Well, I had a lot of stuff to jumble around yesterday. I was wanting to leave some of the stuff uploaded that day. I got nothing. So I just exported one video yesterday. I was planning to export two, but then when I tried to export both, the one I really wanted to export was gonna take 5 hours. Meaning by the time it was done, it would have been about 4 AM. And actually, I think it initially would have been 3 AM, but it took longer because I was trying to export two at the same time. Don't do that. Yes, one may take 2 hours, and the other one will take about 5, because it roughly takes how long the video is, which is not helpful for my 5-hour streams. I mean, some of them have been short, because I don't always start at 7, but I still have a lot of Fallout. Which is going to be absolutely pain. "16 parts of something that's unfinished." I know a lot of stuff takes a while because it's MP4 files that get put into 1920 by 1080 with the resolution being 1080p 60 FPS. But is it solely on the fact that my PC is not entirely an expensive setup? And it's not like I can just send it to someone for them to do with all of the exporting and uploading, because that's still me. Cause I know that should have done the VODS thing much earlier instead of waiting until late July to actually. It wasn't late July, it was middle of July that I did it, and it was supposed to be about 3 a day, about 3 every other day for Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So that's not always possible. Because initially I just literally uploaded the original file and put it up there. Except now I'm having to export it from Olive. Because the alignments like to fuck up for some reason. I don't know why. Like, I try and sort out in Streamlabs OBS, but then when it gets exported, well, when the recording of MP4 comes out, and then it gets put into Olive, something happens, and it just goes slightly more downwards. So I'm having to fix it, just to export it, and hope that I don't find a way to get rid of the original file. But even with the 16 parts of all full modded run, I still have the rest of my Dark Souls runs. I mean, my weekend's been taken up by recreating one of them. Still have to split another video. Mainly the finale of one part, and then the start of another, and then the rest I can hopefully just put into Olive to see, well, more like watch them on movies and TV to see if they're operational. If they're not, then put them into Olive, try and sort out the screen situation, then export it. And that's me having to wait possibly 2.5 hours for just one. Just one. Like, I wish I was able to export many VODs at once, but that's called impossible and would take longer than it just being done singular. Because I don't think my PC has enough horsepower to compete. Like, it's bad enough for some people making an actual 5-hour video with a lot of edits on it, because that can take a while, but it's also bad for literally just no editing to a 5-hour recording of a live stream. That still takes a while because it's that much at that high quality. Because I'd rather my VODs to be of high quality, even though at times the screen just blur for no reason. That makes me think, it says it's in 1080p, yet because of how much the screen likes to fuck up, even though it shouldn't, because I don't remember doing that on my end. Too amazing to question it, and then occasionally, when everything is stable and my character's not moving at all, then it goes to 1080p 60 FPS. I don't know if that's just how Dark Souls is. But it really is just how it is. Oh my god, my weekend is gonna be swamped. It's gonna be shit. I mean, I can't exactly recreate them. I'll try and recreate the steps. Is it? Yeah, well, just even recording them will take up the week, and that's not even exporting anything. I'll have to export like a lot, like some stuff on the side, because otherwise it's gonna be a bit fucky. But yes, no, that I could just export the stuff properly on the days that I'm not actually uploading the stuff to then upload them the next day. It's possible, but when I'm live streaming at the same time, I do have a small time window. Because that's me having to do it in the morning. That's giving myself about 3.5 hours. Because I wake up at 10. About 2 hours between the end of this and the first stream and start of the second one. And then about a few hours, like at least a couple of hours afterwards. Because I do still go and do, well, try and export some stuff until like 2 AM. It may take longer. But I also just try and make the stream end at 11:30 because if I know the vid's gonna be 3 hours plus long, then by the time it is done, it's 3 AM or less. Because at least by then, one will be done, knowing that I can't have two going at the same time, because by the time both of those are actually done, it's 5 AM. Which, yes, I could keep my PC on all night, but that would only be if it was from 3 AM and the video exporting was gonna take 5 hours. I wouldn't be up for it, but that would only be the case. Really, like, if the vid just did not have the cropping problem of the top left part being slightly more dragged downwards, then I would just be able to upload the VODs as they were, like I used to. But because of how much I see it, it pisses me off. For me, wondering why it does that, and how much I'm having to fiddle around with it in Olive, because there's no option in Olive, to my knowledge, to just have it fit the screen properly. Like how it near enough does right now. Like, to my knowledge, as you're seeing it, it should be properly fitting to the screen as of how I'm seeing it. Like, if it was able to do that, and it didn't keep the aspect ratio, like you're able to turn it off in PowerPoint, I would have less of a problem. But no, the only editing software that does that are the ones you have to fucking pay for. I'd only be wanted to pay for it if it was at a reasonable price and it didn't seem like, oh, I have to get over stuff as well. Fuck's sake. Well, at least all of our team is now level 40. Now, I really do not know which ones to actually level up. We're in a bit of a struggle here, because if we're going by HP, then that is the case. But, because I said we were going to go based off moves being learned, we are needing to see Earthring is fine. because level 40 and the level beforehand they learned Slash. Is it its greatest move? No, but it's what I'm keeping. No, Chain Claw. Winged. Learn Dual Peck at this level, and the next move it learns is Agility at 47. So no. Giraffing. Learn Side Beam in 1 level. And then Crunch at 54. I'm not going for Crunch, that's too far. I'd know I'd do that with Kanto because that'd be eventual. Can't say much for Kangaskhan because we don't have Kangaskhan. And it's gonna be a while. But we only have one left to check, and Tauros is in the clear for moves. Or not, because it against Thrash at Void 3. Which it is up, so... Okay, we have Palindrome to sort out. And then I think 43 could be the level we go to, or 45. Depends on how hard the lethal is going to be, because 45 is no average level. Going up 40 wouldn't be so great. If I stuck with the levels I was at when I initially got here, I would be screwed out of my fucking mind. But surprisingly, we did all that grinding for 2 months in under an hour. I know, shocking, because normally it takes forever. Well, I guess it's slightly quicker when you turn animations off. And also there would be no tanks for rain, because there's no rain here. No wonder why the grinding games are, like, for me took a while, because I was doing it with animations. Turn animations off, it's reasonably quicker. I wouldn't say it's lightning fast, because if it was lightning fast, I would have done this all in 20 minutes. Okay, while this stuff is happening, I am needing to check that for some reason, the HD version of the recent VOD that I had to put up, because the previous version doesn't exist anymore, still processing the HD version. It's available, like the video, in 360p. But 360p is not good enough. It's slightly on the side of interesting on how I'm able to get the Uno streams on completely. I don't think I'd put exported them. I mean, okay. Yes, thumbnails were still what I mean, because that is what I do. Then again, there isn't much effort in the thumbnails. So some, but most people can be able to make it. I mean, okay, in most cases, making the thumbnails not hard. The only part that is getting stuff to line up, like how you're wanting it. And then I did find a really easy way to actually not have to try and crop out white bits / parts I'm not wanting it to show. Is it some form of a live hack? More like it only actually works if you're doing it in the same software, which I could say, I think I might have said. So pretty much you just highlight everything, copy it, put it onto a new slide, and then all of it gets put as one image. You do that, then you don't have to faff around with cropping. Because as soon as you attempt to crop it, it will crop too much, and you'll have to start again. So yeah, I found an easy way to actually make the thumbnails. I haven't made enough, because there's still more VODs to fucking export. Normal. I just need to export at least some, like at least 2 or 3 a day, and then eventually I will catch up. Eventually. Just, I already exported one last night, so once the stream ends, I will try and export another. Because honestly, I just want a lot of the stuff up there. And once it is up there, as how I'm wanting it, I can actually delete the files. I know that I could edit some stuff and put it onto the main. But with how much they take up in file size, once you combine all of them together and how many there fucking are, like, all you have to do is combine vids that are about 5 gig, possibly around there, and then times that by 16. Yeah, with that being in gigabytes, I don't know, roughly, actually, so it's 50, and then add the 6 on, so it's about 8. It's about the same as some of the games now. 8 gig. And yes, we do have side beams, 2 more, and then do the same for the rest, and try and beat the league. Because I don't want to go 45 just yet. And I don't know if we have any more rare candies. Okay, we don't. So 43 at the start. If that's possibly too much, then we actually do 45. This part of the grind's gonna take longer because, well, 1's already up there, so it's just the rest, but it's 3 levels for free. And then 2 levels for this one, but then if 43's not enough, then that's... But if none of them level up in the process and they're all still at 43, then that's okay, about 8 levels needing to grind up. All of them with varying levels of how much XP they need. Because they get the same amount, it's just whether or not it will go up as fast as others. Because I have not checked what group of, well, experience gain all of them are in. They're not going to be in all the same. And I know some of them will not be in the pseudo-legendary group, or actually none of them will be. Okay, it's not the pseudo-legendary group, what I mean is the one that take absolutely forever. Because there's at least 6 that all vary. Some are like really fast at the start and then become a chunk toward the end. Some start off slow and then become fast, some are like just fast throughout. Others are sort of middle of the road. Like it's not too much at the start or even at the end, just ish. Others start off kind not the greatest and then peak in the middle and then slow down right at the end. I think to my knowledge that's how it is. I've not checked, a lot of the weaker ones are like the erratic ones, or because, you know, they're weaker, meaning that they need less to level up. But then the stronger ones would be in the higher ones. Trying to balance it out. Because that would be a bit overpowered if a really strong Pokemon was in a lower XP game area. And just was able to get levels upon levels. Okay, well, I'm gonna check one, mainly giraffing the one we're using now. What? XP group, she's in, well, Palanjo. Okay, medium fast. So I was right with there being 6. If the images actually want to not be in blurry pieces of messes. Essentially there's fluctuating, slow, medium fast, fast and erratic. Fluctuating takes the most, and I think that's the case for the super legendaries plus actual legendaries, unless they're the ones in the slow. I think, oh yeah, I think super legends are in the slow, fluctuating like legendaries. Erratic's the one that takes the least. About 400k. Compared to Super Legends are like 1.2 million. Okay, now it's in high quality, but yeah. Medium slow, right, like at the end is slightly better than medium fast. Oh, I know it's worse, because well, there's actually quite a lot of gap between erratic and fast. Like, there is a point of where fast actually requires less than erratic, but then towards the end, erratic needs less, and then medium fast and medium slow are close towards the end, and they're inseparable. Like, from about mid-60s to 70. But if we're gonna go right at the start, then fluctuated right like within the first 10 levels, near enough nothing is needed. I guess all of them, but fluctuated is the most prominent one. And then you actually see colours at level 10, but it's mostly mid-20s or even the early 20s when you actually see, oh, they need even more. Or to just be an absolute mess of lines. Okay, one more, then we can move on to another. Okay, this is on the side effect of can't always own close hand slash, and we're running out of PP because we only have 20. Still better than 10 for Earthquake, but then again understandable because of how powerful it is. Not understandable for Mud Slap being only 20 base power, yet has the same PP as Earthquake. When Earthquake is 5 times more powerful than it. Mud Slap, yeah, I'm just gonna copy that amount of power points, even though moves more powerful than it have more. So why did make Mud Slap A, weak, and B, hardly any PP at all? Fix one, like either make the power more or give it more power points than just 10. But don't just give it 50, like give it 40. Yes, it can lower accuracy, but it's only good for the enemy part of the game and that's it. Okay, the grind here is not so bad, because would it have been worse in Victory Road itself, because rocks would be blowing themselves up constantly, and even though they're higher leveled, all of them are Okos because of that, and normal Pokemon can survive the rocks, because Winged absolutely cannot. With no fine moves, and even if one could get access to them, the rocks have high physical defense because they're fucking rocks. They're meant to take a beating. And somehow we can't even outgo fucking Raticades. Okay, it's gone over the hour mark, so I am expecting this to take close to an hour and a half. Okay, that's 43 and almost 100 speed. You gotta be joking. For one off. Chain Claw it is. Haven't exactly had to use Chain Claw in a bit. Because I grinded up that much so I was able to learn Slash. Which means, if everything should go down 1-hit when it's Stab, 70 base power, and also high crit chance with high attack. Like, if the punches in this game were physical, they'd be amazing. Apart from any physical walls. Like, physical walls would absolutely stop us at that point. I mean, whatever that is right now, it's difficult to find a single type that would trouble us, because now, Dragon we have Ice Punch. Grass and Bug, gone. Water's gone. Well, Ghost we don't have anything super effective for, but usually not much of a problem. Rock, we have, well, if it's perfect ground, which it nearly always fucking is, then we have Ice Punch, meaning that ground's also gone. Flying, well, we have 2 minutes for it. Steel's gone. Fire, I won't say so much, but it doesn't resist normal, so... Well, to my knowledge, it doesn't. What else? Well, poison, okay, yeah, insane bone. Usually one types aren't known for resisting that, maybe here, so. If it's like wheezing and it's a physical moves, then yeah, but special moves, no, it's got no form of a chance. Grimer, maybe? Just not wheezing. And at least one thing I can be glad about, but if we're going off topic, because I just am going to. I haven't had any follower bots. Bots are just randomly following me. And then because of what they are, I get the unfollowed instantly because the account no longer exists. Almost a 41. Like I said, it would take a while. Because yes, it's 3 levels. For, well, 3 mons. Which is 9, and then we have to do 2 more for Giraffe Freak. I think 11 levels what I'm gonna fucking get. Or because I'd rather do it at a slightly higher level. And I don't exactly have a lucky egg, because you try and find a lucky egg in this game, it's gonna take you a while. I know that it would take even longer if I put the EXP share on, because that splits it. And it's not like a Pokemon has boosted experience anyways, because none were obtained from trades. Well, if they were, then I would have had less of a problem in the first place. Only because it's like, it's an extra 50% XP one gets. Oh, that's the common case of trying to find the fucking sand slashes. They just have poison sting at this level of almost level 30. Why? I know I can heal it instantly. Still pisses me off when it happens. Try as much. Okay, you're gonna have to just use Ice Punch from now on. Are you gonna poison me, Arbok, if I don't okay you? Okay, it was a crit anyways. Well, at least I'm getting the crits, because often it feels like I use Slash, and even though it says high crit rate, I don't get the crits. I don't know if that's just my bad luck or anything, but... not much topics nice. I'm just hoping that I'm keeping the time frame correct. We're being within an hour and a half of what it says on my recording. And it's almost 3. Fucking hell! How does the time fly by like that? Like, I'm comparing this to yesterday, because yesterday it went slow. I don't know what the fuck happened, but it felt forever by the time it got to 3 o'clock. Yeah, now it feels like it's gone reasonably fast. But yes. Hopefully, by the time of the second stream, the Elite Four should be taken on and conquered. And because it's going to be 5 hours, I should be able to get my next, my last one of the team. Because if I don't, clearly I fucked up somewhere. Yeah, okay, I'm guessing the rankings are not worth it. Yeah, how many times I'm gonna be hitting that just to for it to just glitch on one sound, and I did not even use Ice Punch for sound checks. What the fuck am I doing? I feel like my left stick has decided parts of it's broken. I know it already was because it's not in a great position. This is what happens when you use a 360 wired controller. Because you have a PS4 one, but with the PS4 connector is too loose. Ashes. I mean, it's still gonna be Okos, because I'd rather be Okos for grinding purposes. Still no level up. God damn it. But I don't want to do it with fucking Raticades. Yeah, at least we got one more to level 43. Okay, well that's half of the team done. The rest to go. We're definitely not doing it within an hour and a half because it's 1 hour 21. And yeah, these two not reaching that at all. Yeah, drawback to have the better one because more powerful. It doesn't take 2 turns to hit. Okay, well, it's 6 minutes off. And a half. Still haven't even got wing to level 41. Yes, there are dodos here which I could catch because they're normal type, but wouldn't be great for me to train the Pokemon from 28 to 43 now, would it? More of a struggle enough as it is trying to get Pokemon from 40 to 43. So that'd just be me, and more unnecessary challenge. Oh god, that was an awful yawn. I mean, somehow I'm in the case of I was able to yawn like years ago, and for people who not really know, if someone else yawns, they get caught out flying mahusively. Okay, off topic. How on earth is this top gear itself still going? Like, it's not being driven on the force of, you know, the original trio, which was amazing. But it's somehow still going. I mean, it managed to struggle through the Chris Heaven years. I mean, I tried to watch the first episode of and it just was no. Okay, why does this article have to say sales limp to just over 116 million? What, limp to selling more than the previous rendition of it, so more than its competitor. Well, both of its competitors by a lot, and if you count in the Switch, and it's still sold more than that. That cannot be true. By BBC stating TikTok becomes the unofficial behind-the-scenes Olympic channel. Who gives a shit about TikTok? Only people doing stupid trendy dances, I mean, fuck all. Oh, I'm sorry that someone's gonna call me Tom Boomer, even though even though based on my age, clearly I'm not. Because you think, oh, I would be part of it, because well, that age range of like Gen Z. But what? No. Why would I have to be? Okay, it's very close to an hour and a half. And I haven't even got wing to level 42 yet. That's not gonna happen in a minute. Well, actually less than a minute, about 40 seconds. Oh, when we aren't even fucking halfway. We are slowly getting there. Just very fucking slowly. Dun 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 dun. Okay, what else is this? I'm still gonna have to be checking.
Hello!
I wish I could be happy about that, but with how many followers I've had from bots, I don't trust you. Straw Brios. Cause you could be a bot. Could seriously be. You used to get excited, but because of how many. Because I swear I've counted about 46, 45. Well, it's in the 40s for how many followers I should have had by now. If all of the followers I've had actually stayed and weren't found out to be bots, slash that one person who followed then unfollowed and doesn't want to follow back, I do not know why. Okay, the video is still wanting to be processed. It's still on HD version. It's still not wanting to fucking do it. What I can do is just go onto my actual Twitch page. It says 26. So, has it full been removed? Because it's not saying anything. Clearly, it is a fucking bot. What a fucking surprise, because I can never get actual people to follow or actual accounts. Nah, it just says account was followed. And then it doesn't want to fucking count, because it still keeps me at 26. That actually managed to get to level 42. Yes, we have attacking speed up to 100, but nothing else. I guess HP, but then was defense, special attack, and special defense. Haven't recharged yet. Sorry about that, that was phlegm. Unexpectedly. I really was not expecting phlegm at all. Like, it was the coffin. The coffin made me expect phlegm. But beforehand, how was I gonna fucking predict it? Oh right, I fucking wasn't. And I need to fix this chair, because the creakiness is one of the few problems with it. And I am also needing to take a piss. 5 minutes. I am back for the one person who gives a shit. Don't know who that person is. Cause that is really not me. And also that video, it's still not done processing. Like the standard definition version, done. High definition, nah, it wants to take a whole fucking afternoon. With the kicker being, it does not tell you when it's done, just says processing HD version and nothing else. Really fucking helpful. Just giving me the words of, oh, it's been done, will we tell you how long until? No. It's pretty much like, oh, we will tell you that we're still preparing this tire, but we won't tell you how long it will take. And poison, first time, and I completely forgot I had a poison killberry on wings because we needed storage space, and oh my god, my voice is going very awful. If it's gonna continue like that, I may have to get myself more drinks. Well, the one. And also one thing I can really point out that is just a bit weird is the first like I actually got on a YouTube VOD was on my VOD Night cosplay run. Yeah, it took that long for a random person to like the video. And luckily no one's decided to dislike it, even though by saying that now someone will at some point. If only they could ever explain as to why they disliked or even liked it in the first place. Because a lot of the points I can just point out and be like, yes, it's my fault. It can't just be the sole reason to dislike it. Like, oh, the static in the video? Yes, that's me, not knowing how to sort shit out. Almost at 43, should be next one. If it isn't, shit. Well, if it's a sand slide, then it absolutely will be. Stop doing that. Why does poisoning need to have a high chance of fucking poisoning? And why does Sunset still have it at this high level, and how is that not a level up? That's near enough maxed out the fucking bar. 18! Oh, you've got to be shitting me. One. I don't even care if it's Eradicate. Oh, and it wasn't. It was a Ponyta, which... I feel like the only time I've ever used a Ponyta was in Pokemon Pearl because of very obvious reasons. But if you know Diamond Pearl, you know exactly why. Well, at least we only have one Pokemon left, needing to reach level 43. And it's Psychic, meaning we're gonna have to teach Shadow Ball at some point. Because last time I checked, we do not have a Dark type move. Well, if we just teach it now, well, A, see who can learn it, and then see who would absolutely benefit. Okay, Dog Phone Palindrome. Normally I would give it a Palindrome, but it's based off attack. And Grand Bull has 120 compared to 85. Yes, I am gonna have to get rid of Scary Face or Charm. Which one though? Because I mean, okay, yes, I hear defense. So would I have to get rid of Scary of Charm? But then either would I rather have them be slower than me, or would I rather have it so that their physical attack is lower? Well, I guess actually speed would affect both instead of attack low and attack being pointless. So getting rid of Charm. I have to do it, and the turret's able to look in Shadow Ball. Okay. But it does mean that we have something for the first Elite Four member. Okay, 21 hours, almost 22. I don't want it to be reached 20. It probably shouldn't have reached 24 by the time we reach the end of part 1. Shouldn't. Blow this way, I don't fucking know. Wait, hang on. Does one have the quick claw? Because that would be beneficial. Okay, yeah. Now, no, there are not many, but I haven't decided to get like a sharp beak at all, or even Twisted Spoon. There we go. The Oko on the Sand Slash. Still, for this being in, I don't know, it's in Kanto, so yeah, this would make sense for only Kanto Pokemon even being here. Well, unless you go later at 9 and you find Noctowls. God, my eyes are deceiving me, because a few seconds ago I thought it said 2 viewers, but it's only 1. Pretty sure I did see 2 earlier. I like to be a person that doesn't want to say anything, because this happens. You don't get enough viewers, meaning not enough people are going to say anything. I mean, not everyone wants to say anything, which is understandable. But you'd think with how many viewers I get, at least some would be great to say something. Not like if the channel of thousands of people saying something, meaning that whatever you say will be pointless. Okay, not pointless, more like will most likely be drowned out. Because I've been on receiving end of that. Oh, crap. Okay, level 41. Still don't have over 60 speed. It's also got Imagine Special Stat. And not over 90 defense. The only good stat is attack. Which is also a numerical order of 1, 2, 3. Well, I mean, it normally is, but not like in that way. Okay, so now Switch has actually sold more than the 360 and PS3. But more likely they have to try and beat the PS3 first, because surprisingly PS3 sold about it sold 87 million compared to Xbox's like 83 point 8 if I or 8 about 84 million.
Hello.
I'm still not getting excited for followers because I'm rather not people. Oh! Well, hey, from Brazil, and for once you're actually saying something, unlike the other accounts that have followed me, that followed and then were removed immediately because they were bots. I did not expect anyone from Brazil to really be watching if you are actually from there. I mean, I know it's Switch, but I don't think it'd be rich in Brazil. That's at least a few thousand miles away. Okay, Eradicate says piss off. I'm not needed like you give hardly anything compared to the rest around here. Oh, come on! I swear that was like 3 Eradicates in a row. And I can't even escape because I'm too fucking slow. More Eradicates. I don't care if you're the most common thing here. I want Sand Slashers, Doduos, and Ponytas in before I find the shiny Eradicate. Shiny Ponyta would be cool to have, because I'm pretty sure it's blue. I know Rapidash is purple? Don't know why they made it grey. Because you'd think by now they'd fix all of the shinies so that they look good. Except they haven't. They fixed some just because of how popular they were, but are they gonna fix Nidoqueens? No. Are they gonna fix any of the ones that they made themselves? No. You'd think with them choosing the shinies themselves they would be able to. Or just be bothered to. But no. Which is extremely annoying for me when Torterra's shiny is not as good as the shinies on Turtwig and Grottle. Those two are good, get the Torterra. Why? I can easily say the same for Hydreigon. Not the greatest fan of how the green looks amongst the purple. Feel that part of it's too dark, and if they made it too bright it wouldn't look so good. Making it possibly invert the colours a lot of the time, whereas like one of the colour scheme is just invert them, does often look good. I wouldn't say it works absolutely perfectly for all Pokemon, just it can work. sometimes even better. I mean, okay, times you can't do that because, you know, it's just gonna be all one color. But it's still better than how many green shinies get a bad rap. Because they're green and usually not the greatest color, and very rarely are they good. Like if they're the color of emeralds, like the crystal. Bright green but still work and aren't entirely radioactive. Extremely cute, like Teddy Ursa's. Were possibly green in the first place, and just were made even more green. Because yes, shinies of a different noticeable shade of the same color can work. As long as it's actually noticeable, not just, oh, it's a slightly lighter shade of the exact same color and now they look extremely similar, meaning that the shiny is fucking pointless. Because some people may be thinking the original is the shiny, or thinking the shiny is the original. Like with Garchomp. You try and tell the fucking difference between the two. Not easy. So they can spend so much effort making a Pokemon have completely different color swords, regular forms between games, and then at times can't be bothered to actually make a shiny look good even though they can. And no doubt in patches, because if they're doing patches now, then almost every single bad shiny can be fixed. I'm guessing it would have to do via a poll of like which ones absolutely need fixing, because okay, neither Queen's not up there because its pre-evolutions were good, but because of the different shades it came out in a completely different colour, making it horrible green and horrible pink. Meanwhile, neither King looked that great. Like this, okay, Pikachu's, yeah, because hardly anything fucking changes, because God forbid we make the actual shiny white like the original event in Pokemon Sword Zebra was going to be a white Pichu. Why couldn't we just have that for the regular forms of the Pichu line? Because shiny Alolan Raichu look great when it's chocolatey. Why couldn't we have the Cantonian line be white as a comparison in terms of white chocolate and milk chocolate? How many others are there that barely change? We've finally done it. It took us a while. Oh, I know. We need to keep one up front. Still need to listen a bit more to the music. Possibly the best route music attached to Gold, Silver and Crystal. Route 11's a close contender. But this Route 26 and 27, perfection. And sounds so good in Hot Gun Soul's Over. And now to turn balancing on. Make sure nothing is wrong. Check the items, knowing that I'm gonna have to add some more, because I definitely remember having 24 of each. Even though I don't think I have the money for it. Save on directly 22 hours, that was not planned at all. And also realised that I can just fly to the league. Because we are technically in Kanto, even though we fucking can't go anywhere. And then the layer made it so that you could go back to Johto. But then still made it awkward because you had to go to Indigo Plateau. Then you could go to either region. But you couldn't just go from Kanto to Johto. Why? I do not know. If you thought I did, clearly you expect more from me than even I do. Okay, we have 18. I'm pretty sure we can't even get 6. Yeah, no. And there's nothing else I can really sell. And you look at the list. The only way I can think of to actually sell is just sell off moves that I either won't use or just really cannot use. Oh, I could have bought one less, but now 19 full restore, 18 max potions, 24 revives, and 21 full heals, as well as one revive. Clearly it's all but I don't know if you could help me through that because I was a bit quieter. Just absolutely make sure that we do have full PPP for power points for every single member of the team. And I might be a bit on the level, but we have made preparations. So, saving here. Go and see if we can beat the entire League 4 in one go. As if you were trying to do this as fast as possible. Trained up. Okay, I know I should have written things up before and I just didn't. You say it is not an option, but if I don't beat you, then I don't progress with the game at all. It's also faster than me, which I predicted, but my Quick Claw didn't even activate. To my knowledge, your physical defense is not good enough. Jinx, I could stay in, but I think Train Claw needs some of the action. Just so we can punch this stupid looking controversial Pokemon in the face. Or we get put to arcade with somehow slower, even though we're 2 levels higher. Unless Lovely Kids has priority. And yep, we didn't even do fucking half. Well then, let's go into Science where it's not even resisted and we're using physical. Because clearly, using the super effective bonus, it's not good enough. Not about to slash. And yes, you are hearing the gym leader music, because they didn't get, I don't know why. It took until Gen 3 for them to have unique music, and then they removed it for Gen 4. Why? How many times I could have somehow evade attacks I shouldn't evade because of inbuilt code to make it so that they have an increased chance of missing? Seriously. I don't know how much it is, but I know they have more. Yeah, I still don't get the spike for Slowbo because the bit of the bag which causes it to be a Slowbo is barely even on, meaning that it's very close for it to revert it back to a Slowpoke if this was the anime. And we barely did. We didn't even get close to half, and even if I do go for slash now, it's just gonna do less. Can I get either crit or paralysis? Or neither, because it's just gonna continue using curse. And now it's gonna fucking heal. Or not, I swear they normally heal when they're that close to dead. And now we're having to face the other Zatu. I hope that Dog Fairy has the Chain Claw activate, because otherwise, okay, it's even higher, but it features the exact same moveset. Yep, so Chain Quick Claw didn't activate both times, and we might go down because it's 2 levels higher. We get very fucking close. But we can OHKO it regardless. First one, not a problem, apart from Dog Fairy being slower than both Zartus, because you're always near enough going to be slower than Zartu when you're pure normal type versus Psychic and Flying. Okay, really only... Pretty sure it's poison, so... I can just use Bulldozer for none of all of it. Actually, I will have to absolutely check, because if it is poison, then I need to know if one leads with Crobat. Okay, one doesn't, but just start with... Oh, here's those, which I cannot remember if Bulk actually resists ground. Because poison doesn't. Yes, I can still hear with ground moves, same with Venomoth, but it's more in the weakness department. Yeah, it's not weak to it, so we're gonna have to start with Palindrome. Or we can actually go with Winged, because it should be more powerful. Okay, I'm gonna go with Winged. Hasn't had much chance to try him in gym battles, because that's usually been Palindrome. But yes, we're fighting Koga. Gone from being the 5th gym leader to only 4. Kind of odd that they chose him. And what was the reason behind making one of the Kanto gym leaders an Elite 4 member? Okay, Ariados is not a strong one. There we go. Fortress, yes. It's clearly a poison type. Totally not having to use. A move that is, well, quite effective. And why is Fortress shaded purple even though in all art it's small grey? Because it's steel. Don't remember Fortress being one for special defense, and it's quite weak to it. There we go. It relies too much on defense, but it has nothing to back up with. Bring out the muck! Or nope, you're just gonna bring a Venomoth again. Just bring out the muck so I could use Earthquake on it! I can't do much if you're just gonna use Pokemon that are neutral to Earthquake or absolutely immune. I'd have more success fighting a Gengar, because the reason this game Levitate does not exist. There we go. Now to bring out Bulldozer to send this pile of sludge up into the sky. Oh, come on! Why did it not KO? Went into red. I still hit the next time. I don't know if Earthquake's actually affected by Minimize, because well, it's about the creature staying on the ground, and the creature's still on the ground with Minimize. Yep, well now we can actually switch into Power Drone. Okay, they somewhat fixed its sprite from Gold and Silver, where it looked derpy as all hell. They still didn't fix the problem where Golbat was able to learn flying, but Golbat isn't. Gen 4, I think they finally fixed that. Okay, we did over half of... Well, I can just cure that next turn. Well, more like after this. Or I just missed, because I'm pretty sure it went for double team, and now... Yeah, 6 turns. Okay, I really can see the animation for Psychic, just realised, because I just skip over it, because it goes from Confusing to Psychic. And now I can really use Palindrome, because it's fine. Yes, flying initially could be more helpful, because, well, I'm pretty sure Hitmontop that has nothing. Tries to hit the opponent with ground, and it's also a Pokemon I want to use. But you don't get much chances. Not when trying to evolve it into a Hitmontop from a Tyrogue. It's not easy. If you're trying to do it at level 20, that is. So far it's been not too bad. Yes, been poisoned and had a Pokemon almost go into, well, dead zone. Well, he's more faster than him on top, because usually that's not the case. Didn't KO though, but we got confusion off, so... Hit yourself, hit yourself, hit yourself, hit yourself, hit yourself, hit yourself, no. Well, shit. . Don't have anything else. Still managed to hit, even through the confusion. That is not how this is supposed to work. Then allow me to actually select a move. Okay, I know that they're supposed to have 4 restores. Why are they not using them? I know there's no setting to turn it off, but come on. Oh, no, Nix. Totally don't have a water or grass move. Or even a fire move. But I do have an ice move. Because it's ground type. If it was pure rock, ice wouldn't be a factor here. And now we've used all of the punches. Okay, we still need to use Thunder Punch at some point. There's a Hitmonlee to go back at the Palindrome. Okay, I'm pretty sure I featured all of the team. Yeah, I have. I'm still faster than them, which is good. This is the second part. No Okos. They go into red. Nothing else. Oh my god, of course I get fucking crit. Crit both times? What the fuck? How rare is that? Unless double kick has a high chance of critting or it always crits. I don't know. Oh, I know it's double kick. It does not have a high chance of critting. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go into winged, even though I'm pretty sure Hitmonchan has the punching moves. It has Mach Punch, but I don't know if it actually has the elemental punching moves. But even if it did, it's from a Hitmonchan. One special attack is not I. Or we could just fucking OHKO it. And still have to suffer with a Machamp. Which is not fun, because if Palindrome was out I wouldn't have to be, oh I don't know, suffering with a rock move coming my way, knowing that it's about level 46, meaning I don't have much of a choice. Because I could use Palindrome to see how much it would do, but it's quite resilient to special moves. So I'm just gonna go with Draw Peg to see if it does anything. Could I have gone with Leer? Yes, but then I could have easily been OHKO'd by Stone Edge. Oh no, it's Rock Slide, isn't it? I could have been OHKO'd by it and then not been able to attack at all. Especially when it gets a crit. So that, yep, Bruno. More difficult in this game than Red and Blue, when you actually have my max potion now, but enough that I get critted. Near enough 3 times in a row. Both times by double kick. And then Rock Slide. How was I supposed to predict that? Always got it down. And we still have one left. Mostly dark types, and we don't even have dark type move. I mean, there's a Vileplume in there. And the Houndoom. Somebody says something. Okay, I wouldn't say we absolutely needed this many max potions just yet, because we're, well, 3/5 of the way through. And we definitely are unable to use Palindrome at all. Oh, it's an Umbreon, isn't it? The Bulk Master.
I just call that because it is. If you have seen how bulky it is, fucking hell. It's like, who the hell to use for it though? Grandpa? Dogfang? Well, Bulldozer's barely used at all, and I have Thrush and Earthquake to test it. Even if I am wanting to have Earthquake for Houndoom. So, okay, Dogfang, because I want Bulldozer for Houndoom. And for Fire with my High Fire Punch. Final Elite Four member. And the only good Karen. I know that joke is long dead. But I don't care. Okay, how much... Is it actually faster than me? Am I needing to use Scary Face on it? Well, I would have been in worse position if I did use Scary Face on it the second turn. Because I would have been fucking confused. But we got it. Umbreon clearly not powerful enough against the power of friendship. Well, in this case, because of what the description says, loyalty. There's the Vile Plume. Okay, if we're going for pure damage, Winged would be the better choice, because Stab, super effective, it's physical. You can't be joking, ain't you? And now I'm slower. Okay, barely. I thought I was gonna heal a lot more than just nothing. Okay, so healed some, but for Winged it was nothing. Come on, bring out the Houndoom. Or bring out the Gengar instead, meaning that I can quite literally just use Earthquake instantly. And okay, I think Gengar is fast. But is it actually faster than a Tauros? We're gonna have to see. It's not faster. It shouldn't be that physically there we go. I say if it was that bulky physically. For something that it's just a spec. Okay. I don't want to go with it apart from it being a ghost. Also, Murkrow is not as good here because it's only a Murkrow and it's not even a Honchkrow. But it's faster. But it's a Murkrow. Can we get the crit? Yes, we can. Ha 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 ha. And now all we have left is the Houndoom. Come on back, our Bulldozer. Don't care if you're level 47, as if you're gonna be surviving a fucking earthquake. A Bulldozer is just that fast. Oh, come! One! You gotta be shitting me! It survived on possibly one! Look at that! If I got burned or was critted just then, that would be absolute instant karma. But we did it! But now we only have lands left. Which means we are actually have to start with Chain Claw because it's the only one that knows ice moves. Actually, no, it starts off with Gyarados and we only... we can still deal with it. Okay, we don't have Rock move, but we do have Thunder Punch. And it's quite weak. Wow, but yeah, level 43 surprisingly is done as well. Only one has fainted. We've had one that we've had one that was poisoned and fainted. Had a paralyze. A few close calls. But nothing so bad. But we are close to finishing part 1. Okay, it's not part 1 of part 1 of the game. Because, you know, Kanto's part 2, but more of the video series. I don't know how many there is. Quite a few, if it's gone up to almost 24 hours. I've been waiting for you. Crystal. I knew that you, with your skills, would eventually reach me here. There's no need for words now. We will battle to determine who is the stronger of the two of us. As the most powerful trainer, and as the Pokemon League's champion, I fucked that up. I, Vance the Dragon Master, in quotations, accept your challenge. Yes, I did do it on the drop. The cat's music is fucking amazing. Don't glitch on me, game. First one down. It decides to use... Wow. Now that's just gonna mean the thunder's gonna be 100% accurate, isn't it? Shit. And we're not fast, but we're gonna get Thunder Wave, but hopefully the Ice Punch can... Good. Yep, quad weak, and it's still... I don't care if it's using items and I have been doing it beforehand. And I don't have anything else against Dragonite. Okay, you're using a normal move that's physical. Okay. Yes, I know both of them were more physical. But on a normal type? Really? Like normal types are normally somewhat high in the physical defense department. I mean, using non-attack is like attack and speed, but defense is there. Okay, so Ice Punch didn't KO. So can slap. Stop trying to paralyze me, you prick! That was a crit and it didn't even KO? Come on! Wow, why is I not a heal land? Normally you're with all the stores of the wazoo. But seriously, a crit made it do nearly the same damage as an ice punch with no crit. There's an air attack tool that's gonna use an illegal move. I mean, a move they logically should know, but it didn't learn it in this generation. Actually, will it? We're gonna have to see, aren't we? Wow, you really like to use Rock Slide. Now we can use Thunder Punch. That's the illegal move. It couldn't learn it Gen 2. It does still make sense for it because it is a rock type, but having it before you're able to get it is BS. And I thought we were going to get flinched twice. Because we only got flinched once. And somehow we can't get the paralysis off. Fucking wonderful. Can't get any extras off. Okay, luckily next move I can just use via charge. What's on it? Well, we have a Charizard and a Dragonite. Oh, here's the Charizard. Has it just been one Pokemon? Yes. Am I caring? No. Not when I'm not needing to see a Charizard in the champion's possession. And of course it gets burned as soon as I want to use Slash. And yep, Full Restore, don't care. Lance is known for using Full Restores. Is this serious? Because I'm just using one. Okay, if I don't get burned, then hopefully I can do more. Unless it's just going to do things over and over again, and by the time I actually want to use Slash, burns, meaning that my attack is split. Well, is it cut down by a third? Ah, ya bugger. Need me to use more max potions, really? Yeah, I was not expecting it to heal at all. Yeah, it's just spamming that same move over and over. Does it have nothing else? Eventually it did go down. Level 50. I because of them only using Thunder Wave and Hyper Beam, I don't remember which ones are the Blizzard, the Thunder, and the Fire Blast. Yes, you have Outrage, which is Stab. But hopefully, you hit yourself in confusion. Wait, does it do more on the next turn? Crit! You do not get to do the crits on me, I get to do the crits on you! Well then, I was not expecting that. Okay, now it's confused. It still managed to use Outrage! I'm outraged! At his outrage! And we almost fucking died. Can we at least get the poison off? No, when we barely did fuck all. It must have been up confusion. After being confused once, it didn't hit itself in confusion. In what way is that logical? Okay, using that means that hopefully for my other mon it shouldn't be as fast. Because obviously I was always going to be faster, but as Bulldozer. But I wouldn't say the rest of my team. Can you just hit yourself in confusion once, you prick? I only have 2 left. 2. Come on, Wings, come on! Yes! How dare you try and kill off 3/5 of my team? Think you can get away with it, Lance? Because of outrage not affecting the confusion at all. Somehow breaking itself out of confusion 1 turn after being confused. And then getting a crit so unnecessarily. The only one I actually had trouble on. And yes, this may be end. Well, for some people end of the game because they've gone to 94, but we still have Kanto, and I still have my last member to catch. Oh, old Bogtown music. Oh no, it's new Bogtown, isn't it? You're saying all these things, but doesn't always follow through. Because glitches exist. Or even just hacking. King Claudius Ring. MVP for the last bit. I wish one had survived longer. Palon joined the Giraffe Ring. Was an MVP for the middle part of the game. Winged Pharaoh was, I don't know when it would have been an MVP. Bordeaux of the Tauros was definitely MVP in some places. Well, I mean with Earthquake, absolutely. Dog Fairy the Grand Ball, amongst the first to actually evolve. And Tour of the Fairy! The ultimate MVP. Just under 22 hours and 40 minutes. Could we skip this? Because I don't know if it's somehow going to get copyrighted, because the one from Emerald hasn't been, to my knowledge. I'm pretty sure it was actually no. It would have told me if it had been, but I don't know if it's some other for this. Even though the rest of the game soundtrack was made by the game itself. I can't remember, not made by the game itself, but made by the company who made the game, and it's not licensed. Because you try and make a licensed song onto this piece of hardware. Like, okay, maybe possible now, but in 2001? No! Although, that Ditto is actually used in a website. Really funny, useless one. But have we really just gone by the Pokemon? Because I know it was a Pichu. A Togepi might have been there, but it's currently Igglybuff. Okay, the end is really fuzzy there. Just blends in. Okay, I do had to end that one. Really thinks it's Wednesday at 4:15. Okay, I know what is going to be next in terms of gyms. I just don't know. Oh, I moved one step. You could have just done that as soon as I actually spawned in. I'm not going to be one to do it in the order that it expects you to do, because it expects you to do Lieutenant Search first, and then I think the rest are optional. I also think, I'm pretty sure, yeah, Hand Console Silver, you don't have to do Lieutenant Search first. I mean, I think I tried to do it so that I did it in the actual order of starting with Brock and ending with Blue, because okay, you have to end with Blue anyways, but more starting with Brock, which is well, it's optional. And also you could just do random number generator, but try and make it so that 8 is last, so just between 1 and 7. And also we still have, is it SS Title? Okay, okay. There's tiles in different game? Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Whoa, what the fuck? Don't run into me, old man. Okay, I'm pretty sure once it said that this is my cabin. Or is it the next one along? This totally doesn't look like they copied, well, like they copied the layout from SSN, even though it's completely different bone with completely different people on it. Okay, I'm gonna have to switch because Golem and what one thing is off going, but Thrash just sets you in for failure. Change what it is. Yeah, I love it. Okay, is there always gonna be nothing in these?
Well, hey, I don't think I've seen you around here. Version from Darich. And yes, it is normal as possible. Quite literally. Normal in terms of it not being like a randomizer and not being like a hardcore Nuzlocke. Because I struggle with Nuzlocke as it is. I'm just fine with doing type only runs. Because I feel like that's challenge within itself. Because you're not always going to get 6 members, depending on the type you choose. And also the moves that you'll have at your disposal are usually the same. Although with normal type, at least you can be creative. Yes, you have normal, but you're also able to learn a lot more of the moves. The caveat being the mon they're not using as strong. You still get a lot of options, and you always get a flying type. But you're not gonna get a water type all the time. Yeah. That is brutal. I mean, okay, 1,000 of this way. People have done more. I've tried doing a shiny only run in Omega Ruby. Haven't even gone the first one. Okay, if that's Let's Go Eevee, I've only managed to get one shiny in that entire game, well, for Let's Go Pikachu, and it was a shiny Nidoran that I actually hunted for. When I attempt to even get shinies, it takes me ages to get them, or I can't get them at all. Well, because random shinies I just end up getting quite randomly more often than when I actually try and hunt for them. Because I'm also trying to get a shiny Oshawott via breeding in Black 2 and White 2, just to use in a black run, and I've gone nowhere. I mean, it's not being Masuda bred, I don't know, it is being Masuda bred without shiny charm though. I'm not the greatest fan of me specifically trying to do a shiny Nuzlocke. Just trying to get the shiny in the first place takes too long. And by the time I do get it, no doubt it would die in the first battle I get it in. Because I'd be that unlucky. Because I know I was doing a Nuzlocke for a ROM hack of Crystal and then Crystal Clear. I got a shiny Magpie. Might have been from the old egg or I just found it. And when I did get it, it died within its first battle, even though it was over the... Don't need to self-destruct! And surely if this actually did happen, self-destructing on a bow would cause quite a lot of the bow to sink. Hazard. How dare you bring a bomb onto this ship. Oh no, it's this place that's a bad place. I really thought you were somewhere else. Oh, and there's definitely one problem I have with some runs. Mainly, you want to use a Pokemon, and then you find out that it's in post-game. Because that's my situation with Kangaskhan. I wanted to use it for this. I'm still going to. But I can't use it at all until I get to Rock Tunnel. Because even though it was never anywhere near Rock Tunnel before, because it was only in the Safari Zone, for some reason now, in Gold, Silver and Crystal within 3 years it moved to Rock Tunnel. It just stays there. Let me talk to you. Rude. Can I just find the person I'm supposed to awaken? Because I know... Because I can't remember. White is not the one as one of these ones. And that's you. God,
I don't know. Definitely not worth me doing a run in Gen 2 right after this one, because how many parts it has been, and it took over 22 hours just to reach the end, and I've still got more to do. Yes, Kanto's gonna be much shorter because I could just break through the gyms. But then there's also the red fight, which is gonna be a lot, because I don't know if I'll be able to do it at about level 50. Is it possible at level 50? Yes. But I don't think with my team. I have a counter to all of Red's team. I just don't think I'll be powerful enough. And you really only have a psychic? It says that I beat Lance. Surely the Mons here would be closer to my level. Not slightly over half. But yeah, even with Tony. Okay, good. You're actually going back. Yeah, I was trying to say earlier that a run I had for Omega Ruby was shinies only, and I couldn't even get the first one because I soft reset over it. Because you get so much in a rhythm of doing it over and over again that by the time the shiny does appear, oh, you soft reset over it, bad luck. Try again after, must have been under 2k encounters. I know it's Omega Ruby, but still not the easiest. More Machokes? How? Why? Well, these Magmar's reasonable for what it's been trying, but not at level 29. Wait, is that anything else? Okay, there's nothing else in here. Oh, there's someone there. Well, I'm pretty sure that if you do go on this again, there is a chance that the trainers can be V4. Unless it change. I don't know, I've not gone back on this because you just ride the magnet chain. I mean, you still have to do a side quest to get it. At least it's possible. Instead of as of right now where we're stuck on a boat. That will slowly make its way to Vermilion. clearly I do want to battle if I'm battling everyone else on this ship. All you have is a fucking Sea King, you are a waste of a trainer. Who actually let us go into this place? Like, surely there's security guards they can just take her away. Okay, yeah, I finished all guns and stuff where you actually do have the right hand sync with the girl. Instead of just this. When you send, okay. Just send the girl to her granddad. Now we can go ahead and get to Rock Tunnel. I actually don't mind this music. It may not be exactly the same as it was, because I think the original was more beat and more subdued. Still works. We might have to get more Pokeballs. Well, Ultra Balls. Because that Kangaskhan's not going to be easy. We do have Ascension, so we can lower it, because it's going to be about the right level. Okay, I don't think we... Well, we're also going to Saffron. Because... Mr. Psychic. Which means... Houndoom has a really good move. Because Side Beam is not going to cut it when there's 35 power less, and Houndoom doesn't learn Psychic via level up, so we have to. Oh god. Definitely remember there being about 4 trainers here. Also, that miracle we got earlier, not worth it for me to use, because I don't have any steel type moves. Nor was there a normal steel type at this point. I don't think there's any. Why did I do that? Well, at least I brought out the right Pokemon. Seriously, why are the Magnemite not Magneton though? Did they have to make Kanto like easy? Like the trainers have either lower level Pokemon than you, or about the same but not even evolved. Or somehow we're going on for 3 repeats. Please make them Magnetons. Okay, now we got rid of you. Go to Lavender Tower Towns. Quite different. It's still somewhat creepy. Until it breaks into that part. Oh, come on. Can I just get into this place? Or are you gonna constantly say, nah. Wasn't expecting level 35 the champ here. There we go. Is it still dark as shit in here? Of course it fucking is. Oh, just absolutely make sure that it is in here and not anywhere else. Like, the music in here is not great. Okay, in Crystal, in the day and morning, it's here 5% of the time at level 15. Well then. And what is here more commonly? Well, there's a oh wait, no, I'm checking the wrong. Wait, I can't even appear on this floor. I've got to go one level lower. Because this is the floor that has matchup in here, but is it really B1F I have to go to and attempt to even find? Not knowing if I've actually gone down the floor until it's too late, but you can get onto in here? Yes, it still has a caveat of level 15, because why make it this low when this is post-game? And I don't have flash. I mean, I really don't know where the fuck to go. I mean pitch darkness, like, it's not like 500 green where you get something. I just have nothing. It's like I'm literally walking in pitch darkness. Essentially a void. Can I just get rid of this? I just want to get to the... Okay, I'm pretty sure I do have a Pokemon with Flash. Unless I sold it. Actually, that I don't. Actually, I'm not gonna need it because I can just go to layout.
That was too fast for an encounter. Well, not ended the stream until I can get that Kangaskhan. Because now we're on the actual floor. And this is literally just for 5% encounter as well. Find one and attempt to catch it. Then again, that's easier said than done. There we go. And only level 15. Because I'm pretty sure 15 is the max level it can even be at. In this game it is. Gold and silver, it's even less by 1. Try Grey Ball. Thank God. This isn't the Safari Zone.
If it was a Safari Zone, then Kangaskhan would have fled by now, but somehow we almost caught it in a Great Ball full health. If this was a Safari Zone, it would shake once, break out, leave. Okay, but it's on the breaking run once, but can't escape. If you want to play like that, Kangaskhan, I will bring out the turret. Yeah, it was another reason to keep it at this low level when I can actually damage it without killing it. Unless it wants a crit. I know that was a crit, but what if it crits again? Oh, come on! Go in the ball! Stop trying to resist it. Just go in the ball. What the hell is Kangaskhan's catch rate? $45. Why is it seeming lower than that? $45 with an Ultra Ball. Hey! Okay, I know it's female, but now let's check if I actually spelled that correctly. G-N-G-H-I-S. Well, it's because Kangaskhan and Genghis Khan sound extremely similar. Like, do I not even have an escape rope at all? I don't, and I don't even have a Pokemon with Dig, so... Let's just use Repels and try and get out. Am I gonna have to look at the layout again to try and figure out where the fuck I am? Because it's definitely on the first floor. I know this is absolutely awful, but I put myself into this mess, and I really am not able to figure out where the fuck I am. I'm there? Just absolute pitch blackness. This really does not help because someone thought this was a good idea. And this is exactly what happens when someone doesn't memorize. Rock tunnel, because why would you memorize it? Okay. I really do hate this. It's almost like assuming I can't even fucking get out because I don't have a Pokemon with
dig. I have the move, and I don't have an escape rope, and I don't have a Pokemon that has learned Flash, because Flash is not a good move to have. Hey, Mr. Tonsky, as you're watching me suffer, trying to get through Rock Tunnel because I wanted a Kangaskhan, and now I can't get out. Cause, as you can see, it's just darkness. And I'm trying to look at the layout, trying to go roughly where the thing is, but it's like, I'm running into shit that... Oh, does this confuse me more? It's like, where the fuck am I if I'm actually stuck? I know, that's Rock Tunnel for you. It's just darkness. That's part of the game. Then again, it was worse than Red and Blue where you couldn't even see yourself. This doesn't exactly make it any better. This makes me look like I've gone into the void. If you know of the void from Gen 4, that's actually used to get legendaries. Because I'm trying to get close to... I can't always go left. Do you hear the sound? Like, where the hell even am I if I'm getting stuck? Because you get nothing of an indication at all. Okay, no, you kinda do. You somewhat get something every time it blips in and out. Like, I'm seeing the wall, kind of. Going left is this way. Just what the fuck does one... Like, can I at least attempt to see how many zones there are, or does it just go away so fast that... It's just... Okay, I'm pretty sure I still have... I'm gonna have to teach dig, aren't I? Just so I can fucking get out. Can't take it anymore. You've been here for how long? Look, I am out because I decided to use dig and no longer be stubborn. We still have the rest of Kanto to do. Although not this stream because it's very close to ending and it will continue later on. Not tomorrow because I have a lot of shit to do tomorrow. Mainly recovering some stuff that was lost, but recreating it in terms of videos that tried to catch up with where the VODs were. I know it may seem weird getting this late when we've already beaten the champion, but I'd never had a chance to use a Kangaskhan. pretty sure I just literally said the person instead of the Pokemon's name. I couldn't fucking tell. But pretty much, Kangaskhan is just gonna require a lot of XP sharing. Just get... Actually, I know it gets good moves. Okay. Does it actually have Comet Punches on it? Because it should. Okay, it does have Comet Punch. It's able to learn Mega Punch at level 25. Well, Dizzy Punch at 43. Not the craze of selection for moves. Also not worth giving it elemental moves because it has like 40 special attack and it's got base attack of 490, so it's not always going to have that high. Well, return's going to be absolutely necessary. That or give it Hyper Beam because... Okay. Hyper Beam is 150 base power, 90% accurate. But it has to be charged every single time. What else to give it though? Cause well, if it's being given... Well, it can learn Dizzy Punch anyways, but then could also have Hyper Beam as extra. Unless I got rid of Iron Tail. Did I? No, I didn't, so it's still possible. Shadow Ball is not possible unless it can be obtained somewhere else. Grave, this was I want to be able to have it with Rock Slide. Yeah, I'm gonna absolutely make sure I'm right in saying it's only 40 special attack. Yes, 40. It has mostly good stats, just special attack lower just cripples it, meaning that some of the moves I would want it to learn, it's pointless in giving. Because it's definitely going to have Dizzy Punch and Reversal. Just that a lot of the moves it could be taught that would be helpful either aren't possible in this game, or use the stat that isn't its best stat. But I might as well give it Iron Tail, because it needs something. Even if its accuracy is awful. But yes, that is where we are going to end it. This stream specifically. It's still going to carry on tonight. It's about 7:30. But, with no one here to say any last words, ciao for now. I would have disappeared, but for some reason there was a wire underneath my button that ends the stream. This is embarrassing. So really, ciao for now.